Hello everyone and welcome back. Second attempt at trying to go through this week's melts and untrieds. Last one got interrupted by toddler and the dog, so going to try to push through this as quickly as possible because that could happen again. So I'm going to start with all of the things that I didn't empty first. There's not a huge amount this week. I had quite a busy week, so didn't really get a chance to push through a huge amount, but that's okay. So starting with probably my favourite for the week, so Dessa's Homespun Scents Pears and Caramel Sauce. Already plotting to get more of that in her January pre-order and maybe even making a Build-A-Bar. I reckon with some zucchini bread would go amazing with that one. It's just, and there goes the dog again. It's just, it's definitely a pear scent, but the caramel sauce just takes it to this real kind of amazing sort of dessert-like place. I love it. Then we have Maple and Wattle Crystal Castle. This one I'm pretty sure is a bunch of different, so I think it's like cedarwood, sandalwood, and some other things. I have it in a body spray as well. It's just a nice, it's nothing, it's just a really nice kind of basic woody blend. So I might play around with mixing that one up a bit, but I really enjoy it, and I love having it in the body spray because sometimes a lot of my body spritzes are quite fruity, so it's nice to have something that's a bit more earthy and calming. Then we have, messy bag. Sorry, I accidentally spilled coffee, I think, on a few of my Sweet Sage Scents bags, so it's a bit stained. Wax is fine. So this was, and I think I might try to use this last little piece this week so I can just clear another bag out. Sweet Sage Scents, Berry Bellini, Jelly Donut, and Zucchini Bread. This one performed better this time than it did last time. Last time I had it in my kitchen warmer, and I'm starting to figure out, even though all of my warmers are 20-watt hot plates, the kitchen one in particular it's probably not super well suited for the kitchen, but I'm not sure which room to put it in. It warms well, but some scents I find maybe don't perform quite as well. It's a thicker sort of ceramic hot plate, like the dish is a sort of thick ceramic, so it takes longer to warm up. And my kitchen's also a bit, most of our windows and things, most of the windows that bring in fresh air in the kitchen dining, so it's a bit drafty. So this one, it didn't perform super well in that one, whereas I had it in the bedrooms the other day and it was a lot stronger, and the zucchini bread came out a lot more, whereas the last time I melted it, it was mostly sort of the berry bellini and the jelly donut. It's still not my favourite zucchini bread blend, and I don't know if I'll rebuy it, but at least it performed quite well this time. Then we have Gio and Turner Blackberry Pear Ginger Ale. So this I really love. It's pretty much got like 3 of my favourite scents all together in one melt, and her ginger ale is really, really lovely. So I'm really enjoying that one. Then we have, so from Ebony Violet, Holy Grail, so Palo Santo fresh squeezed orange juice. This is how I love to experience Palo Santo, just because it's not the strongest scent on its own, so give me something nice and fresh as the kind of the leading note, but then the Palo Santo just makes it, gives it that kind of sweet woodiness and just takes it to somewhere a bit different. And that one, it's, very strong thrower, and it was a really, really kind of calming, which is funny for an orange juice blend, but no, it was really good. I enjoyed it a lot. Then we have That Smell Good Shop, Mr. Belvedere, so cactus, sea salt, and lemongrass. There's nothing really super special about this blend, but I do like it. It's quite fresh and it's quite a strong throw. I think I used that one mixed in with some pepper, which I don't have here, like a peppery blend, but anyway. And then the last of the things that are still left over, so Maple and Wattle Pink Elephant. This made an amazing like neon pink shimmery wax pool. This is like watermelon, honeydew, cherry and musk, I think. So it was pretty much predominantly a melon blend, which I quite enjoyed. She has other melon blends I like better than that though. So I don't know if I'll repurchase, but definitely enjoyed. Now onto the actual untrieds. Untrieds. Me going into my nail polish lingo. As you can see, I like to paint. This is Emily de Moly, so one of the Australian brands. And I don't know why I called my empties untried, but you know, sometimes I slip between the worlds. So Pumpkin Parcel, so an Australian vendor, Christmastown. This came in my wax advent. Loved it. It's citrus, there's some red fruits and cinnamon, and the cinnamon's not too strong. It just kind of adds to that kind of, it gives it that, it's what makes it kind of festive, but it is quite a rich fruity blend. But no, I definitely think I want to get some more of that. Fiji Pineapple Palm from Candles from the Keeping Room. So this is just a really nice calming, you know, it's not a in-your-face tropical scent. It's the sort of the palm, I think, makes it a little bit more settled and calming. So it's melting at the moment in my bedroom. I really quite like it. Probably would only repurchase if she did it in a jumbo tart like this again. I like the jumbo tarts because it's not too big of a quantity. I find the big tart bags, I do still buy them, but sometimes I find they're a bit much for me, unless it's a scent I really, really love. Empire Alchemy Bewitched Pumpkin. So, you know, kind of a woody, maybe slightly spicy blend mixed in with the pumpkin. It's just a really nice calming scent, like, and quite a strong throw in the bedrooms. I don't know if I'd get it again, but because I'm not the biggest fan of pumpkin, but it's definitely one of my preferred sort of pumpkin scents, so maybe I would. Next, Maple and Wattle Third Planet, so that's melting at the moment. This is just a really nice fruity sort of blend. I can't remember what's in it. It does smell a little bit sort of sweet candy effervescent to me, but mostly just sort of tropical fruits. Then we have Mermaid Champagne, and I'm really glad I have a scoop in this. This is tropical fruits, pink champagne, ocean notes, something else. Her fruity ocean scents, they're the best. Nobody else, I've never encountered anyone else that does sort of ocean and fruity so well together. It's just sort of fresh and, you know, uplifting, and just really nice. So I want to get a lot of products in Mermaid Champagne. Then we have Pumpkin Parcel Apple Cinnamon Tea. So this came in my advent and I've got more on the way. I'm really glad. It's a really strong, it's mostly apple tea, but the cinnamon, just in the same way, like it's not a super strong cinnamon, but in the same way that you would expect it just to kind of give a little bit of subtle spice to a tea. It's very similar to that, so enjoyed that a lot. One of my all-time faves, and I just bought more of this, which is why I was comfortable melting the last, Empire Alchemy Wax Headless Horseman. So it's sweet, it's, you know, the pumpkin's there, but it's not just a pumpkin blend. It's just this, it's so hard to describe. You know, none of these notes, the marshmallow, the leaves, the amber, the santal, none of them are really sticking out in particular. It's just complex, and it's just one of those ones that makes you happy every time you walk into the room, and a really strong throwing wax in my lounge room. Then we had, so onto the bags now. So I did Super Tarts Fake and Bake Coconut. I actually just got a Fake and Bake band bag because I don't have Fake and Bake on its own, and I really like all of the blends I've had so far because I have the sampler. So nice and strong coconut. Yeah, you could smell coconut in it, but you know, takes that sort of creamy bakery. Also did Fake and Bake Espresso. I normally don't like coffee blends, but I'm really liking her espresso, and particularly with Fake and Bake, it's just, you know, I find coffee blends get to be a bit bitter, but that one wasn't at all. It was really good. Super Tarts Eron, so lemon curd and seaside. I really like seaside type blends, and this one was really strong and nice. I do have a clamshell of that on the way. Another super tart, so House of Stark. So this one was espresso and maple sugar. That one I will say did start off a little bit on the bitter side for me, but it quickly turned into something a lot more pleasant. I don't know if I picked up maple sugar in it, but it wasn't just straight espresso either. Very strong. Don't know if I would repurchase, but no, I did enjoy it. And another super tarts, I've been trying to work through my samplers, House of Lannister. So I know this one has Cabernet and a couple of other, fruity type sort of scents. Quite rich and heady and sweet. I enjoyed it. I don't know if I would repurchase it. Again, very strong. Then we have Handworks White Pear Fig Field Sugar Cronuts. So I enjoyed it. The pear was not, the pear was there. It wasn't as strong as some of the others. I think I made the mistake of putting that one in my kitchen warmer, and I think I'm finding, so Sweet Sage Scents definitely, and probably Handworks as well, don't perform as well. They perform really well in my bedroom warmers, but not so much in my kitchen, so I'll have to remember that for future. And finally, again from my Pumpkin Parcel Advent, I got these samples, Peach and Peach Iced Tea, which I combined together, and it was just a nice iced tea sort of blend. I wanted it to be a little bit more fruity, and that's what I got. So that's it for my melts for the week and my empties. As I mentioned, I probably raced through a little bit, but I just wanted to get it done while my son was happy playing in the lounge room. So now it's done. So thank you for watching if you watched all the way through, and have a great weekend.